Okay, good morning everyone. Dean Howell here from GeoSpatial Connect, and today is Friday, and Friday is our business coaching webinar. Uh, so before I get into that, just a quick recap. Each day, 10:30 a.m. or thereabouts, um, we have a quick webinar ranging from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the topic and depending on user interaction. But Mondays is our events webinar, Tuesday, our services webinar, Wednesday, our job seeker coaching, Thursday, products and projects, and Friday, as we're here today, is our business coaching. So please join GeoSpatial Connect and take advantage of these webinars as a member. Join in, promote your company, promote your service, promote yourself. That's what our intention is with GeoSpatial Connect, is to build the network, build the community, build it so it's useful for you. And so we want to get that feedback. But today um, is business coaching. And so what I'd like to do is talk about today is going to be building a good team for your business. Now, so just a little bit about me. Um, I've been in the spatial industry for over 25 years, and I started as a cartographer up in Queensland and working with the Department of Environment, mapping national park information. And from there, we were moved into GIS, and I worked for some software companies developing software for mapping applications, especially at a military sort of level. From there, I moved to Adelaide and the project I was working on. And once that project finished, I set up my own consulting companies, which I still do today. I still do plenty of GIS and mapping consulting. And from there, I built a company called GIS Jobs Australia. And GIS Jobs was, and still is, although we don't run it anymore, a recruitment company specifically designed to find spatial people for spatial companies. And at the time, we were the only company doing that. Since that happening, there is a couple other companies in the marketplace, and we sold GIS Jobs off to another recruitment company. In my personal opinion, they haven't done a great job. So just letting you know that we're at GeoSpatial Connect are going to get back into the recruitment business, and we're going to help companies find people for their projects. But we're not just going to do it based in Australia, although we're in Australia. We're going to be the first global company to do that. So we're going to help companies and professionals globally to find the people they need. Even though we'll be doing that globally, we'll be sourcing people locally for those people, because unless the company specifically want to bring in people from overseas. Out of GIS Jobs came Spatial Jobs, and Spatial Jobs is a jobs notice board. And we found Spatial Jobs to be quite successful for companies that wanted to do their own recruitment or just needed to advertise a vacancy. So we had companies and recruitment agencies using that website. And, we built that up over a 10-year period. 2002, we started that. And we've built that up over a long time, got a good reputation in the industry. And that still runs today, managed by Andrew Lux up in Newcastle. So recently I set up GeoSpatial Connect. Now, GeoSpatial Connect It is envisaged as we develop it. It's live now and it has been so for the last 3 to 4 months. In that time, we have attracted over 1,200 members, and the vision for GeoSpatial Connect is to be a global marketplace for geospatial professionals. So you can connect with other professionals, you can buy and sell goods and services. We're going to have education sections so the various universities and colleges can promote themselves and the courses that they do. We have company profiles so companies can put up their products and services. We'll be developing new modules for events, for forums, for discussions. And as I told before, we are going to be providing some recruitment services through that portal as well for employers and for job seekers. So that gives you a bit of an idea over the last 25 years of my background. I've developed a number of companies to a point where they've been quite successful, and we've sold on a couple of those companies. Now, whenever you sell on a company it's that you've created from scratch, it probably never goes the way that you would have envisaged. But you sell it for a reason, and the company that buys it takes it in their own direction. So you can't worry about that unless that's part of the way you sell it. But I've been involved in the spatial industry, and I've seen the spatial industry grow to where it is today, and I've seen the evidence of building a great team. Now, building a great team around you, I would think a lot of geospatial professionals see the potential of going out and doing consulting or going out and providing services to individual organizations at a specific level. And there's lots of consultants out there, and it's quite interesting that we rarely cross paths as individuals because we have our own areas of specialty, and a lot of consultants tend to just do short projects for a handful of companies throughout the year, and that makes a good income and is a good business model because you have very few overheads. You work for the companies that know you, you specialize in certain areas, and you build those skills. So what happens when you want to then go from just being a single person consultant to wanting to start a small business of employing people and growing that business? And I've known quite a few consultants in Australia who have done that quite successfully. I've probably known as many consultants who have failed at moving from being a consultant to a business owner. And the mindset is very different when you go from being a consultant or a sole trader to being a business owner, because most GIS consultants are good technically. That's why they do well as a consultant. But not many of them have the business skills to go to their next level. And so today, I'm not going to specifically talk about how we do that, but I'm going to talk about getting the foundations for that, for building that team. And the biggest thing about building that team is getting together with people who have done what you want to do. So find mentors, find other business people, not necessarily in your same industry, but find people who have taken that leap from being a consultant in whatever industry to setting up their own small business, and who have started to employ people, and who have started to go and find bigger projects, and have started to look at the way that's done, because it's not as easy as you think, because all of a sudden um, you need to be the accountant, the salesperson, the marketer, um, the technical person. You need to be the HR manager. There's so many things that go on when you're taking that transition from being working by yourself to working a small company. And in the beginning, you tend to, unless you've got plenty of money, you tend to try and do all of those things yourself. And, I've done that and I've learned from it. And some of those things I've learned is that you need to get good people around you. You need to get good financial advice from a good accountant. You need to get good marketing advice from a good PR person, a good marketing person. You need to get good HR advice from a good HR person. And yes, you might have some of these skills, you might have brought people on, but you know, you're a good consultant because you're good technically. And if you want to take that next step, the biggest thing is actually you need to take a step back from your business, and you need to um, work your business, not work in your business. And having those people around you, employing the right people is the key. Now, you're not always going to get it right. You're not always going to employ the right people, but networking with plenty of people, get involved with your industry, network, find out what one company is doing, what one person is doing, what resources they use. Go and speak to accountants, go and speak to HR people, go and speak to marketers. Most of them will give you a free meeting without having to take them on. Obviously, if you take them on, then the services will charge. But use as many of those professionals to get the advice that you need, to get the advice that you need to take to the next step. I've been involved in a number of different businesses, and a number of people have told me that you are where you are because of the people you associate with. And that's both at a professional level, a private level, the people you socialize with, the people that you network with, the people that you pull together to mastermind with. If the people you're asking advice from have failed and failed and failed, then what's probably going to happen to you is you'll probably fail as well. So you need to find those people who have been successful. And when people are successful, it's amazing how open they are to sharing that success, to sharing their stories, to sharing those little nuggets. It's really quite refreshing that people are happy to help. So reach out and ask the question, take someone out for a coffee, meet them at a networking function, invite them along to a networking function, be proactive, but network and talk and ask the questions on how people went from being themselves one person company to starting up their business. There'll be different stories, and you can take on what works for you. Some people have plenty of money to take that leap, others not so. So if you don't have a great marketing budget, what do you do? If you don't have a lot of money to hire a professional HR person, how do you learn? Can you outsource some of these things? In this day and age, you can outsource pretty well anything you need. You can get virtual assistants. You can hire a recruitment company to do the finding of the people for you. You can hire marketing companies. You can hire accountants. So you don't need to have all of those people in your office. Although as you grow, you probably want to do that because you want them to be focusing on your business. But in the short term, outsource those roles and then all you're doing is paying for the time that you utilize that person. And then as you grow, your accountant, your financial advisor can then advise you on how to grow, how to establish yourself. Um, but yeah, it's in the essence is actually finding people that you gel with, finding people that have similar goals, have similar ideas, have similar um, focus for helping you build your business. Now, as a small business owner, you'll never find someone who has the same passion about your business unless they are financially um, involved. So you've taken on a partner financially and they've paid to come in. But what you need to do is, because if you're paying people for their time, they've got different motivations than you. You want to build a business, but they want a job. They want to know that their job's secure. You want to take some risks in terms of building and seeking bigger contracts or bringing on people. So you need to try and find the people that are going to fit in your vision. And that may not work straight away. You might bring people on and they're not quite the right mix for your business. And that certainly happened to me. I've pulled people in who have had great technical skills, but they haven't turned out to be great. I brought them in because for more of a sales role. So they've known the technical stuff, but haven't been great salespeople. So sometimes you need to hire the people for the skill you want and teach them the part of your business. So, and that happens a lot in the spatial industry, is that salespeople, marketing people may come from outside your industry, and so you need to get them enthused about the industry. You need to teach them why they need to be passionate about it, and let them do their job, and see them grow. Don't be trying to micromanage them all the time. Get them clear on your vision. Give them a solid goal, some solid tasks to do. Get those people around you and build your team. And but take it slow, but have the plan. Have the plan there that you're going to do this for so many months, and it'll also come down to how much income you have coming in, how much capital reserve you've got, all those sorts of factors. So get those people together. And another great way is to form joint ventures with other organizations. Find other like-minded consultants, and instead of trying to build a big company or a small company to start with, bring in other consultants who have specialties, and find those projects and work together, and bring them together and do it on a project by project basis. And if that person works out, then you might look at offering them a more permanent role in your organization as it grows. So collaborating is great because people want to help. At the end of the day, they still want to make some money, but they're looking to help as well. So collaborate, mastermind with all those people that you need. So all those professionals that you don't have those skills in, mastermind with them. Mastermind with people who've been successful in your industry, who have built businesses. Continue to grow with them and take on mentors in different areas. Professionals love helping other professionals, and that's certainly something I've found. I mean, you'll get people who won't, but in the main, people want to help people, and they love that interaction with other people, and they want to be there for you as you grow, because if they can help you, then they can use it in their own business. They can use those learnt lessons to build their business and to circumnavigate things that don't work so much and you can learn from that as well. So that's my business coaching session for today. I'm going to have the recording up in the near future. See it on our YouTube channel. So, but remember, each Friday is business coaching, and we'll talk about all these sort of things in general. If you have something specific that you'd like to ask me, send me an email, and we'll address that topic, and we'll go forward together. All right. So this is what I'm being mentoring you, masterminding with you, and all I ask is that you're a member of GeoSpatial Connect and take advantage of some of our packages, take advantages of the services on there. All right, so thank you very much for everyone who's listened in today. Dean Howell, have a great weekend, and we'll speak again soon. Okay.